Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got the Gen 2 back, and this is the video most of you guys have been waiting for. So we're gonna start off by, I have to change the oil. The oil's pretty dark, as you can see. So we'll get that changed, get that replaced. And then if you're following me on Instagram, you guys know what happened recently with the car and the owner right there. So we'll talk about that in a second. We're probably gonna take it on a ride, get some clips in, and then we'll talk about what happened. So I'm not gonna be working. I'm gonna kind of, teach him how to do it. So he got the oil right there. He got his filter. Of course, always go with the good stuff. Full synthetic, 0W40 is what I recommend. And if you didn't know that, you could just check on the cap. It says it right there. So we got the not the hoist, the floor jack stand. I'm gonna help him jack it up from the side, put the stand under it, and I'm gonna show him how to do it. Evidently, he's never done an oil change before. You ready?
Where are my gloves?
I don't know, find you some gloves. All right, so you guys, tools. You got your funnel, your pan, where of course you're gonna empty out the old oil in. Show them what you got. So that's a clamp. That's what's gonna take off the fuel, not the engine oil filter. Get you a small extension just in case, and of course a ratchet. So what we're gonna do first, I've learned this when I used to change oil. Always put the dipstick like halfway out and take the cap off like that. Set it to the side. That way, when you're looking back at it, you're not gonna start the car with no oil. So this kind of gives you like a reminder to fill it with oil. So now he's gonna lift it up. You know how to set it?
No, sir. Show me how to.
Drop it down, yep. Are you want the pinch weld? Alright, good.
How high?
So you can fit the jack stand under it. Keep going.
Why do you get the bigger one?
It's better. This one's newer. Keep going. Alright, so that's where you put the floor jack, and then you can drop this down if you want. That's good. If you have to lower it, just keep it. You have to lift it back up anyways. That's good. Alright. Why don't you get you a cardboard to lay under? Ooh. Stay tuned for next part on this.
We'll get her done.
So get your piece of cardboard to lay under, especially if you're going outside, then don't get your clothes dirty. And then, do you have your splice shields installed? No, you don't. Okay. You see where the drain plug is?
Here? This? This thing?
Yes. Okay, so that is a 15 mil. Oh, I have to grab it. So I'm grabbing 15 mil. Just right over here. I think it's 15, unless it's the 13. So give that to him. Here.
Is my back dirty?
All right, so it was actually a 13. I had a feeling. So grab him back. Oh yeah, stay tuned for a toolbox review. A lot of you guys have been asking for that. I'm gonna do that probably tomorrow, right after I get this car out of the way. There you go. Other way. That's tightening.
This way?
Yep. All right, take the thing off and do it by hand. Don't drop my sock in the oil or my wrench.
Yeah, well, that oil's gonna be smoking right now because of the sun.
Don't drop the nut in there either. The drain plug.
How long is that screw? What?
Okay. So let it drain. Until then, you could. Where's your tools for your oil filter?
They're right there.
Okay, get those ready.
Okay.
Get your oil filter ready, and then, oh, I don't know why people don't do this, but when you're putting a new oil filter on, always get some oil and lube this seal right here. Because for the next person who's gonna take it off, if that's gonna be dry, this thing is literally gonna be like welded to the adapter, and it's gonna be hard to spin off. So get you some oil and just rub it around there, and that'll be good for next time.
And you got it built. Wallah.
That should be good. Alright, so finished draining. Put the drain plug back on, and now you're gonna slowly take out that pan without letting it tip over.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that oil was filthy. But anyways, so what you can do now is, so we don't have a recycling for the oil, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill it with oil. The old filter's still in there. You're gonna fill it with oil and then use these to recycle that oil, and then you can just drop them off. We have a nearby mechanic shop that takes them for free. So that's what we're gonna do now is fill it with oil, and then after we empty that out, we'll change the filter so we can have something to drop the oil in and the filter for that. So let's do that. Here, put this with you. What is that, 7 quarts? That should be enough. Alright guys, so we filled it with oil. We only put 6 quarts. I think it takes another half quart, but we're gonna start dumping this old oil into these empty quarts right here. And then we'll take off the oil filter, deal with that.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Alright, so we got our old oil put back in these quarts. That's empty. Now we're gonna get the filter changed and see if we need another quart, top it off with that. And then start this thing up. So filter is done, and now it's time to drop it. Get that floor jack out of the way, and see what we do. All right, so grab a rag, which is
Where's
right
the
there.
cup?
Okay, now put this dipstick back in. Okay, so I mean, anyways, the filter is gonna drain some of it. So okay, now put it back on. See how short it is. If it's safe enough, go start it. Let me see. All right, so that right there is safe. So it's to the top. Now when you start it, that's actually gonna go down a little bit because the filter is gonna get some of it. So put your cap back on. All right, we'll give it a start. Okay, check your oil. It should be a little bit short because the filter took some of it. Dry it off. I'll put it back. Why are you doing that? Okay, see how I'm going short now? Alright. So put it back, or you have to put it back. Put it to the side, grab your other quart. Alright, so fill it with a half a quart and then check it. That should be good. Is that half? Yeah. Oh, a little bit more. That's good. Okay. Now put it back in. Still short. All right, put the whole quart in there. So it looks like it's 7. All right, now we should be good. Dry it. Yep, that's full. All right, so take your filler back out. For a spin, test drive, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll talk about what's going on and how he got a hold of that car. Alright guys, so now he's taking us for a little spin, and then so here's what happened, right? So I was at work, this is like 2 weeks ago, and the customer wanted to come see his car. This is like, I'm talking, he has never seen the car since I started building it, and he wanted to come see it just to see the progress, right? So I had my brother take him to the garage and show him the car. And this is after we got it back from the body shop, which was like 2 weeks ago. So the customer came to see the car. Like I said, I was at work, I wasn't there. And my brother calls me, and then he tells me, hey, the guy wants to sell it the way it is. Like he doesn't want to put more money into it. I'm like, what do you mean? So first of all, he didn't give me half down, and if you guys know what I charge for these builds, it's 10, and you give me 5 up front and 5 when the car's done. He didn't give me nothing, and then I'm like, you know what, I have his car, so he has to come pay me regardless. So he's like, I don't have the money to, you know, pay off your brother. I just want, you know, you can pay me for whatever I paid for the parts, and pay me for whatever the car costed me, and then you can have it. So I didn't want the car, of course, because I already got what I'm building, and I'm already going to, you know, I want to buy more cars for the channel and give you guys more content, and I just didn't really want this car. So my brother talks to him, and they agree on a price, and then this guy ends up buying it. So it was crazy how it happened. Like I said, I was at work, and then all this is happening over the phone. So he gives him money because there was still a lien on the car for some reason. So he gives him money to go pay it off. He goes, gets the title. This is a couple days later, and then he signs it over to his name, and then now the car says. So I mean, honestly, for whatever he got it for, it was a great deal. It's he wasn't. Are you planning on keeping it?
Nope.
So you're gonna flip it?
Trying to buy me a house.
So I guess he wants to sell it and then get him a house instead. So I mean, it's a good investment to make some easy money, and of course I got paid, and everything worked out good. So
I would keep the car, but I got bigger goals in life, and to be honest, we're in this game, so I could just build me another car. So
there you go. So, and everyone was asking about my red eye, like the new one I'm building, and if I were to sell it. I mean, that one is going to be really, really hard to sell. Like, that's a car where I want to at least keep for a few years. I mean, at the end of the day, everything is for sale for the right money. You know, it's hard to say no when the money's in front of you, especially in my position where I could just build me another one at any time. So that's how I think about it. Is that, I mean, I can make money now and then make me another one and sell that one too, or I could just hold on to it and then just sell it whenever I want. So I mean, that's what happened about that. So turn your headlights or your headliner on.
Rolls Royce, you hear me?
But yeah, so we're on the way to get my other brother, and then we'll do some test pulls on this and see how it runs. My manager. If you downshift, it doesn't crackle.
Yeah, look, get him on the side. What's up, guys?
That Charger. Hey, sweet.
Thank you, bro.
You're not working today?